What's up, everyone? It's Q from Retro Q Gaming, and this is a day I knew would eventually come, and it's kind of sad that it is, but I'm pretty sure most of us saw this coming. Nintendo have been found to we call this a leak basically. Nintendo have been found to have finally locked some actual proper content in one of their games behind an amiibo. Now, we all knew that was basically going to happen simply because over all the stuff that they did with their amiibos and all, it kind of looked like it was gradually inching towards this across all the games. First off, it started with some basic stuff, just character customization and all. Then it moved forward a little bit with some extra skills and abilities, and then it moved on to whatever the way they do it with Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, and now the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, the remaster that's going to be out in 2 months in March, is going to have a brand new dungeon. And that dungeon is going to be called the Twilight Cave. Now, to access the Twilight Cave, you need the Wolf Link Amiibo, which is going to be sold as part of the Collector's Edition, which is the game and the Wolf Link Amiibo. Or they've already said that they're going to sell the Wolf Link Amiibo separately, possibly at a later date, or possibly at the same time as the release of the actual game. So Nintendo didn't actually announce this themselves. Amazon France, who have a long history of accidentally leaking game news and game info and stuff like that, they posted all that information on the product page for Twilight Princess HD with the amiibo, the collector's edition version of it. They posted that on their product page earlier, and Nintendo Insider and NeoGAF and all, they've since snapped all that, and they've made pictures of it and posted everywhere, and everyone's seen it and all that kind of thing. So it also has mentioned that there's going to be a couple of other basic stuff as well. I'll read the quick paragraph here. Unlock bonuses with let me start that again. Unlock bonuses with the Legend of Zelda amiibos, the page described. Tap all the amiibos for the Zelda series to unlock bonuses in-game, such as regenerating your life or getting arrows for your bow. The new Wolf Link amiibo even allows you to get into a new dungeon, the Twilight Cave. So that's basically what they've said on there. I think this is kind of crap and kind of bullshit. Like, we already know, Nintendo have already said that the Wolf Link Amiibo will carry certain bits of data from Twilight Princess HD onto the new Legend of Zelda game whenever that comes out, be it on Wii U or Nintendo NX or both. So it's already going to have actual use across both games. But now they've gone one step further and they've put the actual Twilight Cave in-game content behind this amiibo. And what really can send this into in a bad situation, like from bad to worse very fast, is Nintendo's supply shortage and just whatever we call oversight of amiibos. Amiibos are usually fairly rare. Things like their high-profile ones, like from, say, the Legend of Zelda series and all, are obviously included in there. Nintendo generally make a very small amount, even if it's with the collector's edition, as well as released separately at a possibly same or later date. Chances are this is still going to be rare enough as it is. Also, on top of that, you factor in all the scalpers and the people who buy tons of them just to resell them at 2, 3, 4 times the price on, eBay or Craigslist or whatever. This can present a big problem, especially when it locks actual in-game content, like new dungeon in this case, behind that amiibo. It could, if you ask me, it essentially makes the amiibo more valuable than a regular one. Like, if the exact same numbers and all that were, let's say for the Wolf Link one versus, I don't know, we'll just go with regular Link from the Smash Brothers series. When you compare both of those, let's say they were all exactly the same rarity and exactly the same amount of production and all that. The one for the Twilight Princess HD would most likely become more rare, more valuable, and more expensive on the resale front, simply because it has actual more proper content released or locked behind it, I should say. So there's definitely it's essentially worth more, basically, if you ask me, which presents a huge, I know I've touched on it already, but it just presents a huge problem for, not just for Amiibo collectors, but like there's so many of them out there, but for just people who want to play the game properly and all. And what can really be a pain in the arse for this is this obviously encourages you to pre-order the collector's edition, or pre-order the game and the Amiibo separately, which is something we shouldn't be doing anyway. So that's why it's a whole other problem on top of all the all the pre-ordering problems in general, just on top of all the locking stuff behind actual Amiibos and all. Now, some people will argue it's like, oh, well, what's the difference between locking it behind paid DLC and just download it from a store? That's also a whole different problem. So I think I said it in one of my old videos way back, that Amiibos were basically physical DLC, or that they were going to end up as physical DLC. And this is basically it. This is what happens when we perpetuate the whole DLC, not DLC, well, DLC to an extent, but this is what happens when we perpetuate the whole Amiibo thing as well. I realize that some people want them for just collector's values and all. I personally only have 2 Amiibos. I'm going to buy 3 more with the inclusion of... Yeah, 3 more with the inclusion of Wolf Link, because I have regular Link from Smash Bros. I've got Yoshi from Smash Bros. Series. I've got... they're the only 2 I have. I'm going to buy Cloud. I'm going to buy Corrin. I'm going to buy Cloud just because it's Cloud, and I'm a big fan, you know. And I'm going to buy Corrin because I'm expecting something to do with Fire Emblem Fates. And I'll buy Wolf Link because I want to get this one. I actually want to buy the collector's edition, so I can just kind of like reserve one of those under the table for myself in work, so that's not a bit of a problem. But just the overall thing I've touched on this video is what we all were afraid of Amiibo might actually become, and what it eventually did become, and why that's so much of a problem. And I feel like I've touched on the important reasons, other than the whole DLC thing, why it's a problem, especially on the Amiibo front. So let me know what you think about the entire situation in the comment section below. Like, let me know what you think about actual physical in-game content, dungeons and etc. and all being locked behind physical rare, well, probably rare, and Amiibos, just because of the whole stigma and situation that carries around them, especially with resale and people who sell them on eBay and all that, and the rarity of them. So let me know all that in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You can follow me on Twitter, details in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the rest of the videos in my channel.